First to begin, a small request to you. If you have any questions, please keep that to the end of the presentation, and I will be glad to answer them at the end. My presentation is about security, but what is security actually? You can define it in different ways. It's a degree of protection against danger, damage, loss, and crime. You have 4 different kinds of security. I will explain them to you in the next slide. Security structures and processes that provide an improved security as a condition and form of protection, as you can read, where separation is created between the assets and the threat. So like I explained to you, there are 4 types of security. The first is IT realm security. That includes like internet, computing security. You have physical realm. I think it speaks for itself. It means protection of a person like yourself, like a person. Security. Political security is security that governments can damage you as a person, and monetary security has to do with money. I will explain it to you further on. But first we begin with IT realm, our main subject. IT realm security has something to do with computers and internet, that people can surf the internet and use the computers without having the risk of losing their information to other people or hackers and stuff like that. You have different kinds of security, as you can read. You have application security, computing security, data security, information security, and network security. Information security, like I told you, is that if you store something on your computer, you won't have the risk of someone else taking your information. And you have different applications for that. You have firewall and Norton antivirus. Those are applications for your computer that you can install, so no one else can hack you or something like that. I have a small video about IT realm security, which I'm going to show you.
Just like functionality, performance, or reliability, security is another crucial component of an application's quality. But what does software security mean, and why should you care about it? Recognizing the risk that software vulnerabilities represent and understanding their root causes is essential to enable you to help your organization build secure software. This course will teach you the activities that an organization needs to undertake to ensure that the software it develops can withstand malicious attacks. This course assumes that you possess basic computer skills and a basic knowledge of the software development process. By the end of this course, you will be familiar with the main characteristics of a secure software development lifecycle and the activities that your organization should perform to develop secure software. Furthermore, you will recognize the need to address software security in your everyday work.
To get a deeper insight of software security, you need to be well versed with various terms associated with threats and security. Now we'll take a moment to review these terms. An asset is a valuable resource, such as customer information or financial data that needs to be protected. Assets vary depending on the perspective of an organization. When classifying assets, it's important to think in terms of what you want protected as well as what an attacker may be interested in. A threat is an undesired event that has the potential to cause harm. It may compromise an asset or produce an undesirable outcome. A threat may or may not be malicious. A vulnerability is a weakness in a system or in security control that could be used to exploit and cause harm to an asset. An attack is a malicious action performed on the organization's confidential information and assets, utilizing one or more vulnerabilities to realize a threat.
security, so that there weren't any breaches within the company. If a company is vulnerable, it can damage the company because hackers can take information. Couple of months ago, Visa internet website was not really hacked, but to simplify it, many users, hackers were just clicking on the website to open 99 pages per person, and if you do that, you overuse their page, and Visa internet website was just overloaded. It couldn't be opened. So that was a very big damage for a company, and that shows the vulnerability of a company. Next, I'm going to tell you about the physical realm. We all are dealing with physical realm because we are a person itself. We're not a computer or we're not a government. At least I think so. We're not political. We have different kinds of physical realm security. It actually means letting people feel safe and confident in their situation on a daily basis. Physical realm security you will find most likely on airport security. You have very tight security because of the attack after 9/11. They're tightening the security on airports. You have port security, supply chain security. You have food security, so that your food isn't being poisoned or is healthy, so that the government provides you with the right information about food. You have home security, that your parents won't beat you up or something like that. The government protects you of that. Physical security means just feeling good about yourself, not being threatened by a bully at school or something. And yeah, school security is what I told you. Shopping center security speaks for itself. And infrastructure security is when you go on an airplane or when you step into a car and you drive on the highway, that you have a good highway that you can be secure about that and won't be threatened about that. Well, it's an article you can read on yourself when you like. And I'm going to show you another video about physical and information security.
Larry, I seem to have left my ID badge at home, so I can't get into the office. Do you think you could let me in? Sure. You can just follow me in. Thanks for letting me in, Larry. Oh no, I left my laptop in the car. Can I borrow your ID card quickly? I guess that's okay. Thanks. I'll be right back. Jackpot. Let's see what we got here. An unsecured laptop and some cash. An unlocked screen. Private looks good. I think I might buy some shares. What else? Password, confidential data. Ooh, some car keys. Nice. Okay, time to make masking. Identified, Larry. Access granted. Service shut down. Thanks, Larry. Alert. Service shut down. Oh dear.
So this video shows you that we deal with security on a daily basis. Company ID shouldn't be lent to other people is the main moral of this video. But I think you should be very aware when you get an ID card that you don't lend it to someone else, because it could harm the company. Next, I'm going to tell about political security. The last months we have been very busy on the news and the media with political security. We see that in Libya, Syria, and different countries. And we see that political security means that every government will take decisions to make people satisfied and protect them, give them rights they deserve. A good example is Gaddafi. Like he was murdered because he didn't care that much about his people, and that's why people weren't satisfied. They were not protected, so they were getting an uprising against Gaddafi, and eventually he died. So if you're ever going to be a president, be careful about security. You have different types of security when you're talking about political security. The main thing is homeland security, that people in a country are protected against terrorist attacks and stuff like that. Human security speaks for itself. International security, it means that there aren't any threats from your neighboring countries or foreign countries. National security means, a good example is drug traffic. You can see that very well in America, that drugs in Mexico are being imported to America. And public security means security for the people itself. And finally, we have monetary security. Monetary means money. It has to do with money. It includes securing people for their rights about their information and financial status. So people who have, I think everyone has a bank account, and you don't want people to know how much money you have. So monetary security means actually that you have the security that no one can reach into your financial status, what you own, what you earn, and stuff like that. Financial security is a financial instrument secure about, for example, amount of money you've earned, like I just said to you. So you're not able to check what amount of money you owe, what I just said to you. And there are three types of financial security. The first one is debt security. For example, a bank note, that no one can look into a bank note, only the bank and trusted people. Equity security, just common stocks, if you buy stocks or shares, that no one can see that you have bought that. Derivative contracts such as forwards, futures, options, and swaps. If you're doing business, you don't want people to know that, so it's actually public security, but on a monetary basis. And so security, to wrap it all up, on e-commerce is, the threat of e-commerce is that you have many hackers, computerized and pre-trials. If you visit the website, you don't know what kind of viruses, if it is trusted, you get spam mails and stuff like that. Hackers are just leftist people who are making your life miserable by putting on a virus on your computer. A hacker is a person that steals information from you so that he can benefit from it, or just for fun of it. Vandalism, it says something here about MTV and CNN that were hacked, but a current website that was hacked is an example of Visa and DigID. It's a Dutch government website that was hacked like a year ago, and a lot of people of their personal information were on the market, were available for everyone to see it, and I think that's a very big loss for the government. There are different types of how you can get a virus, a computer virus. The worm is the first of the viruses. It was first appeared in 1987. It could reproduce on a large scale very quickly. So in a month of time, the whole computer was being hacked and was very dirty. And you have a virus that was when email was in uprise. Virus email is like spam mail. If you open envelope mails and stuff like that, you know that it contains a virus, and you have virus through a public way. It's kind of software called shared software, which is used by shared by you. But if the computer virus, if someone contains a virus and you share the file to someone else, you share it with the public, so it can harm you. So be careful what you download on the internet. A free trap can be solved in two ways. A hardware trap, it's like attacking the computer through chips. The chips receive electronic magnet signals. That's kind of very hard for hackers to do, but a more easy way is software trap. So that can be done through another computer. Hardware traps more if you are a studied hacker and stuff like that. But software trap means attacking the main network to the software, so you can do it very easily by sharing a file which is interesting to someone. And if he downloads it, it will contain a trap. So the future of e-commerce security is to have more. The government plans to have tighten the security so that examples like the Dig ID won't form in the future. Established policy and security management in institutions. They will open institutions where professional hackers themselves, who have a past, can work there, who can find other hackers, so they know how to work. And to wrap things up, that was my presentation. Thanks for listening. Are there any questions?
How do you think the future of e-commerce will be with security?
With security, with the whole security, or
Yes.
IT security?
No, the whole security.
The whole security. I think there will be more threat with terrorist attacks, of course. That's public security. I think monetary security. We see that the European Union is like falling apart, and I don't think that monetary security, as technology goes forward, hackers develop more strategic plans to hack someone, and I think it will develop more on IT realm security. And public security, I think it will be better because there is more police on the streets, so I think people will feel more confident about themselves and won't feel that harmed or will feel secure. I hope that answers your question.
Yes.
Are there any other questions? Tom, you know?
Do you think we already can succeed in today's e-commerce in which way?
Do I think we succeed in today's e-commerce security?
Yeah.
Not that good, because we see that there are still hackers on the internet. Visa and Dig ID is a very good example of that. As I told you, I don't think. I think the government websites that you can visit can be hacked very easily by hackers, and I think the government should do more about that. Maybe pick more hackers up, lock them up, not locking them up in jails, but letting them do forced work to know how a hacker works, so they can develop more and better security for e-commerce.
So, do you think which type of the security is making the biggest threat now?
I think public security, for people themselves. I think airport security is a good example. We see that terrorists are not dumb people, they're university academic degree students who are being convinced into terrorism, and I don't think they are very easily to find, to notice in a very group of, if you see in an airport. So I think the biggest threat is airport security, so public security. Are there any other questions? Yes.
Do you think the security in this school is organized well?
No. To be honest, not that good. Because before I went to the school, I wasn't a student and I just came in. The security was just looking at me like, oh, okay, you're just a student, but I wasn't a student. For the same reason, I could have a bomb in my backpack and blow the whole school up, or have a gun with me. And there's no security, there are no metal detectors, there's no pass if you go through. So I think if the school wants to improve their security, let people who want to go in, let them check in with their student cards before they
Yes.
can come in. And that improves the security of the school a little bit.
Okay.
I hope that answers your question. Are there any other questions? Well, thank you for listening. You've been a great audience.